like demonstration. It's just that like facing OSW is definitely really hard, regardless of whether or not you play Puyo or Tetris.
And I think this is going to be a very good match to see whether Helio is a little bit more prepared for the matchup against Shark, or if Shark's relentless offense, again, we can see, combines the Tetrises for those 4 rows of garbage, but Helio was ready to trigger with those reds.
Huge power chains there in the 4.
When that actually does delay Shark by quite a bit in order to send some garbage.
Yeah, Shark's board was a bit awkward there. That was a good time to send some garbage. But Shark obviously cleaning it up pretty quickly, gonna be able to come back from that, gonna be able to mitigate any other garbage coming in from the Puyo side.
As you mentioned, that like the power 3 just got like completely mitigated. Shark going for the DT.
There's the triple. Yeah, just in time, but let's see what Helio's gonna be able to negate that with a 2-chain.
Helio's still trying to build up a little bit on the resources. They do get a 3-chain off in time, as Shark definitely
and Shark is very close to the top. Helio just needs one good time chain here.
Yeah, Shark is going to be playing.
And Shark is going to be on the defensive, starting to downstack here, trying to take some of that defense and turn it into an offense. There's going to be quite a bit of garbage coming in here.
Look at how many Puyo are on Helio's side. I believe this is going to be most of their resources.
Yeah, this is going to be a good chunk of the board. A nice solid 6-chain. Gonna be enough to take Shark out and take the first round.
Yeah, Helio definitely taking a step up, saying, you know, you may have gotten a very solid showing against Void, but I am not Void. You're going to have to prepare for me specifically if you're going to want to go into Grand Finals.
You're prepared against one Puyo player, but are you prepared against another one?
It sounds silly, like, especially given how, like, Tetris and Puyo, usually it feels a little bit less of, like, you prepare for the player, you just kind of prepare for, like, the gameplay in general.
Ooh,
I think this mixed versus, it is very player dependent.
Ooh, Helio's board state, though, not looking too great here. The only trigger really being the blues.
Yeah, and the garbage is getting in the way of the reds, and that's going to be a lockout. And Shark responds immediately with another win.
Yeah, Shark really taking that to an advantage.
Lots of early reds, although I will say I do like the decision for Helio to go for...
Ooh, there's an all clear right there.
Oh, and Shark, a little bit of a mistap, causes a misdrop. Helio immediately sends the all clear. Not gonna send...
Doesn't seem like that did a whole lot, though.
Yeah, I think because Shark was able to send something a little bit to help mitigate. Didn't do very much.
Just a bit of mitigation.
But it was definitely a very crucial decision for Shark to make and have that ready in time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little curious
I think
this...
Definitely seemed like more of a safe play to just...
Ooh, big 3-chain, but Shark is still countering and accepting. That's a full rock of garbage.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, and especially for the Puyo player, sometimes once the game gets going into mid-game, you don't always have control of where you get to build your chain. You just have to work with your resources wherever they may be. And if Shark is able to provide that, you know, insanely strong sucker punch, there's not a lot of opportunities to survive it.
Yeah.
Looks like Shark now just gonna build on top of everything on the stack.
Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting chain.
Oh, it's a good power 4. Shark does manage to get enough damage.
Shark has really clean garbage though. If he can get down to that well, then like there will be a lot coming in on Helio's end.
Well, yeah, interesting. Not a lot of good places to.
Yeah, and look at this. There's gonna be a bit of a combo, and Shark's gonna continue off of it. Gonna get some more garbage. Gonna be able to continue off of that, getting up to 10.
This beautiful continuation.
Yeah, gonna wait.
And I think they kind of want to wait it out.
That's 2 rocks. I don't know if is Ellie.
Margin time. This should be a counter, but it's not gonna do a terrible amount. And again, Well, actually, Elio didn't even really spend that many resources building it up.
No, it was like that was like a power 3.
Oh, this is gonna be cutting on
Oh,
both ends.
oh,
of the
this
board.
is gonna be. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be
We have
massive.
stairs happening on the bottom of Elio's chain. It is more than a full board of garbage.
Wow. Okay. Look at that comeback from Helio.
And I guess, yeah, stairs can kind of work around some garbage, but I have not seen it in a match setting like this before. All right, and there's the combo bit from Shark to make sure to get the most out of those Tetrises.
Ooh,
and it looks like they do a bit of cutting.
Yeah, Shark playing really aggressive the first round, and Helio just not able to do anything, especially with those upcoming pieces.
And 3-2, very close.
Yeah, it's a very good back and forth between these two right now.
I mean, and it's not even because like the rounds themselves are taking very long, like we've seen with some of the other matchups. It's just
like they can actually play pretty close. Helio,
and notice that trigger was perfectly placed at the top of their board. Oh,
ooh,
might have spitted another trigger. Gonna use a 2-chain, try to keep open the blue maybe in column 3, but it's not going to stay alive, and things might start to get buried. They have to be really careful.
This is gonna get a bit rocky. Ooh, getting the purples in just in time, but that's gonna cut, yeah. And that's gonna be another quick round for Shark.
Double purples, double greens. We have an early eye from Shark, but it looks like at this point in time they have no interest in going for a TKI. The double misdrop in the center. You have to be very weary about how they continue to play through this.
Yeah, just needs to try and get something out, but at the same time needs to like set up for those huge attacks. Like here we go. Nice power 4.
Oh, it's a lot of garbage.
Shark has a T-spin at the ready. Oh, that L's not looking great, but manages to skim it with the eyepiece. Ooh, and Helio's board is...
Well...
Oh. Really needed a green.
Oh,
the trigger got cut off. Oh.
Yeah, the Ghost Row Reds will not force a pop.
Yeah, it looks like Shark's starting to get the hang of being aggressive against Helio here. Helio still has a fighting chance, but it looks like Shark's starting to get the upper hand a little bit.
There's a lot of vertical placements that we're seeing out of Helio, and they're also not cutting the Puyos just to make sure they can get as much ammo down on their board as they possibly can before letting this chain rip. That's a big 5. Shark doesn't get sent up the board too much as a result.
Yeah. And then here's a bit of a power 4. Unfortunately, those purples don't really continue off of something. But...
Oh, wow. And the SZ prop from Shark was so beautiful to make sure that dono worked out.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Roll misdrop and the 3 chains coming in. That's a lot of garbage.
Helio, ooh. Shark really trying to downstack here, but Helio just needs to send like one small thing, and that's going to be it.
Oh, I don't think Helio's trying to send a small chain. That's a big, beefy 3
just trying to make sure that Shark has no way out of that one. A little bit was the bare minimum, but Helio just wanted to secure it.
And we do not have a 4th color. Okay, finally we see some greens on Helio's side. They took a day off, I guess. Oh, this is a lot of garbage.
Ooh, that's a rock.
But
gonna be able to get that.
Every time Helio has set triggers possible on rows, I think, 5, 6, and 7. So regardless of whether it's the 4 lines or a rock, it is possible to be triggered regardless of what Shark sends.
Yeah, really good strategic plays there from Helio. Like, able to just keep everything going despite,
no.
I'm not sure if that was... The Reds don't connect anymore, no.
Oh,
Just
can we
needs
get
one
the
red. Come on, and then the column 3 to add on to it. That is dirty. But like, I mean, with that garbage, I don't think Helio could have really done anything else.
I mean, if they were able to get a pop, I think they had almost like a 3 or 4 chain. I might have misread that just kind of in haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right, and it looks like this time we have the early garbage coming out from Shark this time. Okay, and a little bit of an early pop from Helio, but it's a 5 chain. That's all the resources. That's a dangerous game to play as a Puyo player.
But I mean, Helio is placing a bit fast. Gonna be able to get something off.
Oh, they're still accepting garbage.
But there's still a lot of garbage coming in from Shark.
See, yeah, they're gonna have to rely on 1 and 2s to try and stay alive until some margin helps give them a little bit of a damage boost.
But Shark playing really aggressively here, and that was a bit of an interesting play. I expected a bit of a chain, but that's...
well, it's hard to build up in this situation. Look at the damage that Shark is sending off.
Yeah, Shark is just being really aggressive right now, and Helio's not going to be able to do a whole lot.
I believe this is the STSD setup, but Shark has to spend a T.
Oh, I think...
Is there a trigger for Helio?
Helio taking a little bit too long on that one, I think.
We can at least trigger the greens into a 2-chain.
At least trigger the greens. Yeah, get that 2-chain off. Gonna be able to get another 2-chain. Finally getting down to those yellows and blues down, like, at the bottom, but...
Oh, that's a lot of...
Oh, there we go. There's a nice power 3. Finally gonna be able to activate it.
Yeah, and I think margin time is gonna really start amping up. Has to be really careful with the garbage that gets sent over. Needs the blues to trigger, and the purples might connect on extra credit. It looks like most. Still 2 chains, but a lot of materials on the side that aren't really well connected. This is a really hard spot for Helio to continue chaining through.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a...
Oh, that's a nice blue there. That's gonna get a power 3 in. Gonna be able to send a little bit there.
Oh, we're in max margin time, and you can see Shark knows this is comboing through, but... Oh,
there's a huge power 3! Shark gonna be able to mitigate some of that, but, you know, Helio still needs to send something here.
Yeah, but the 1-chains are doing a really good counter work.
Yeah, they're doing, like, they're really doing just enough to get, like... to get back over. Alright, and then there's a 4-chain. And Shark scores the top! Helio's gonna be able to take that. Margin time really being on his side there. And I already see the all clear.
An all clear that most people will also be able to spot. Regardless of who your familiarity.
See, you forgot to understand, Davo, that I'm not good at Puyo.
Did I ever do that? Nah.
I don't know, with that statement.
Double 3 into 4 from Helio.
Yeah.
Obviously, the margin time is nowhere near as strong as it was a mere 20 seconds ago in the last round.
Oh yeah, and Shark has a lot of his own clean stack to work off of here.
Oh, but the 4-chain from Helio.
4-chain. It's gonna take up all of his resources, but...
Oh, and Shark once again goes for the T-spin and Tetris.
Oh, huge garbage, but... Oh, yeah, there we go. Helio able to keep that trigger.
Keeps it alive as well. It's an awkward.
There's not much there.
Stack. They need some reds, but it looks like they're gonna get them in time.
Yeah, gonna be able to at least get a 3 here. A little bit of a power.
It's not a really good stack underneath, though. They're gonna have to do some really smart solving to try and make some resources connect. Able to do so with the reds. And now let's open things up a little bit. Midway up on their board. The 1-chain almost entirely counters a full row of garbage now with this margin time starting to kick in.
Yeah. Look at that.
A lot of good counter work there from Shark. Oh, the power 1 Thorn did quite a bit, and it looks like another Thorn But Shark is still
Oh,
going.
Shark has so much built up. Gonna get
That is
set
a
2
full
whole rock.
And
Gonna
Helio,
be able to... Still has a
Helio
trigger
manages
ready.
to get the trigger.
And that's gonna
gets the
cancel
3
out.
chain off.
Yeah,
Incredibly greedy
Helio's
play,
still
but
in it. Shark is really trying. Yeah,
we're in
but
max margin time. We're in max margin time once again. Shark sets
Yep,
up the
there's a
DT
power
cannon.
But that's too greedy with how much Helio was sending. Oh my goodness.
And very well timed, cashing on all the resources when they knew it was enough. Brings it back to within 1. What is this color sequence we get from Helio? So many purples, and the greens and blues having a little bit of a late pass to class. Oh, they need to trigger purple soon.
Oh yeah, they need to trigger purples, but there it is. Right in the nick of time.
Oh, it's still not out of the woods.
It's still not, not out of the woods, but...
There's a lot getting buried right now.
Oh, yeah,
They
and
need greens.
and these colors are just not being kind at all. Oh, and the green's coming so late.
Oh, they do get a 3
Oh,
chain.
that's the good chain.
Wait,
That's a 4 chain. That's actually a huge chain. Oh my goodness.
Quite literally
quite a bit over.
in and around town to pull off that chain.
Oh my goodness. What the...
That is one where you quite literally, like, I've made some references before of, like, the full screen chain, but usually that's kind of, you have one pattern, then you go down a level, and then you have another pattern. That just knocked everything out of the park from all directions.
It's so hard to read the cascades when garbage gets in the way, and I mean, I think that's like solid proof of that for at least someone like me.
I don't even know how you see that.
Like that's just crazy. And speaking of crazy, that chain, just a lot of Puyas being cleared right now.
Notice once again, Helio builds really tall on the right side. They're able to get a ton of resources down.
Oh, but that's all. Oh, just needs the blues.
Where's the blue? Where's
just
the blue?
Needs a blue. There's a blue. Okay, gonna be able to get it.
Comboing through, gave them a little bit of time. But we do have some good Puyas.
Oh, this is not a great situation right now for Helio.
They open up the reds.
Oh, they open up the reds. They're gonna be able to chain off of that. They're still in this game.
I think the one deciding factor that kept them alive, Shark kept going for the combo when Helio was at death's door.
Yeah.
We do have max margin time kicking in.
Yeah, max margin time's here.
Oh, and it's a misdrop on Shark's board. This is not great.
And Helio with a nice power 3, gonna be able to... Oh, yeah, no.
That's line 21. Anything touching that, fully over.
Yeah, that's just lockout. Fantastic performance from Helio here, tying it up 6-6. What a comeback!
And once again, Helio builds up really tall on the 4, 5, and 6 columns. Shark goes for a little bit more damage. They're comboing into it, and both players now going to have to see if they can stall this out.
Yeah.
Helio just launches a little bit of greens, able to get some more materials down. I'm not sure what the trigger is. I'm going to guess it's the yellows.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even the full chain, it's just a 3.
It's going to be a 3, and that counters.
What is the trigger here?
Oh, looks like it's a purples, but it's going to be, like... has to do something with the blues, right?
I guess it's greens now, maybe? Greens trigger? Oh, the greens
greens have to trigger.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, just getting a bunch of 1 chains to like keep himself alive. Oh, and then that gets cut off.
I think it's curtains.
Yeah. Ugh.
It was definitely a very precarious situation with Helio.
Yeah, it was that was such a toss up. I was like, oh, and then there's a nice all clear.
All clear. Not sure if Helio's gonna launch this early or late. I believe given Shark going for these T-spins, Helio's not going to try and hold on to it as long as possible.
Yeah, Helio's kind of just biding his time here.
Oh, actually,
going to be sending a nice little 2-chain. Oh, might try to just catch Shark off guard, I think, with how high the stack was. And there's a look at that. That's a nice 5.
Yeah, Shark was going to try and tank that, but realized it was so much garbage, they didn't have that option.
Just had to start clearing, cash out the garbage that they had already built up.
Oh, okay.
There's and there's a 4.
Helio.
Gonna be sending quite a bit over.
Yeah, Shark able to get that Tetris. Gonna skim a little bit on some doubles. Meanwhile, Helio with a 4.
A nice 4.
Again, Shark just needs to find a way to get down while also keeping up with this damage pressure, but it's not going to be easy. They're already on the back foot as they receive another 3. And
oh my god, this is so tense. I'm like trying to figure out what exactly.
Beautiful donation from Shark.
Yeah, Shark having some really good plays here despite the circumstances. Gonna have to accept a little bit more garbage from Helio. Helio continuing to just get a few small chains off.
Oh, and that
I feel like that was a good amount of resources used.
Shark is not able to get some of these Tetrises the way they wanted to.
And that garbage cascading down to get a 3-chain off from Helio.
Every time Shark finds an out, Helio finds a strong 3 to force Shark back up to the top of their board.
Yeah, this is it almost feels Sisyphean to a point. But and Helio has to take a lot of garbage there. And the column 3. Bringing Shark up to match point. Can Helio get 3 more wins to keep himself in the game?
The Osu Deuce is denied 8-6. Shark needs 1 more. I'm gonna guess that was a misdrop. It looks a little bit too floaty for my liking.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely
sure. They're gonna work around it. Yeah, Shark's gonna start working around that.
At least has a little bit of combo play that they're able to work with, but I mean, look at the resources on Helio's board right now. This is probably
Helio's gonna be able to get a pretty substantial chain off of this. Power 5.
Okay, and Shark not able to send garbage immediately. This is not a good spot to be in. Gets to the double, finally starts sending some over.
All right, the double 3 into 4. Gonna be able to send quite a bit of garbage. Shark has a lot of down stacking to do here.
Well, T-spin none, but does get the Tetris.
You know, quite a bit of garbage coming in on Helio's board.
Oh, what is this play from Helio?
Oh, what is this? His board state. Oh, no! I think playing a little too greedy there.
I mean, definitely the greed earlier on, especially during the middle of that set, was working out for Helio, but was not the right play, especially on match point when your back is against the wall.
At the disadvantage match point.
It's a scary place to be. I mean, we've had some players that have done some really good comebacks on the brink of defeat.